my husband, he's very limited in the way he thinks in many ways.
Mm-hmm.
Like
all men.
Yeah, think about where else we can order food from.
Well, there's nothing. Every night, my wife asks me, what do you feel like for dinner? And my answer to this is always, I'm good with whatever. Pick a place, I'll find something. Get what you're in the mood for. It enrages her.
It does.
There's nothing that gets her more mad than this. And then if I do suggest things, she dismisses them out of hand. So it's almost like she needs me to tell her what she doesn't want.
Maybe you should just say, are we recording this?
Yeah, we're recording everything. This is all gold. Yeah. Go ahead.
Because I was going to say, maybe you need to say, well, she says, let's role play.
Please.
I'll be you.
Oh, psychotherapy.
You be Heather.
Yes. Okay.
You're Heather.
What do you want to do for dinner?
Whatever you want.
That's really not helpful. I don't know what I want. Tell me something. Just pick something, and I'll figure it out.
Animal, vegetable, or mineral?
I mean animal.
Okay. A steak, chicken, or a pork chop?
No, I don't want any of those things.
Okay. How about turkey?
We had turkey already.
How about salmon?
I don't like salmon.
Okay. Well, I'm going to throw it back to you then. What do you want?
I don't really care, Heather. I'm working right now. I don't have time to think about it.
You are Heather.
Oh, I'm Heather? Fine. I hate this. All right. Then I say
that was the end of that psychodrama.
Right, there we go. Dun, dun, dun.
All right, then.
All right. Anyway, I don't understand why you can't
Too
have it.
muddled.
All right. I got a note saying start the podcast.
All right.
All right. I am here with Joy Behar on a Wednesday, which is different.
Oh, get excited.
Things are mixed up. It is exciting. We're halfway through the week. We're almost done, and Joy is here. Welcome to Behind the Table.
In a way, I kind of like it.
All right. On the show today.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about hot topics. Sometimes you're in the mood for this, sometimes you're not.
Yeah.
But we talked about this U.S. counterterrorism official, Joe Kent, resigning over the Iran war. Does that make you hopeful that some people are standing up? It turns out maybe this guy's not the one we wanted to stand up, but it's...
Well, he's out of the job.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad about that,
right.
Because he's some kind of a white nationalist adjacent.
But at the same time, on the way out, he said there was no reason for us to go to this war.
Well, yeah. I noticed when even talking to this young lady we had on today,
Sarah Eisen,
that I asked her, what do you still like about him,
Mm-hmm.
Trump? And she likes the fact that he is undoing Iran. That was basically what she said. And she likes his policies, even though she dismisses all of his peccadillos, which are hideous.
Right.
But I don't agree with that either.
Mm-hmm.
There was a deal in place that Obama put in, and a friend of mine told me that the Iranians were not about to get a nuclear weapon for another 10 years. So what was the rush? I'm always suspicious of him because he always has an ulterior motive, and he's such a liar that you don't know what to believe.
I like when you drop a friend of yours. Is your friend on the inside? Does he have knowledge of what's going on?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
Is it a former president? Did a former president tell you this?
I was thinking. So Trump says that he spoke to a former president.
Yes.
Okay, here's the truth. He was a former president.
Yes, I think he probably
so
talked to himself.
So he's talking to himself.
That's
and
right.
calls it a former president.
Yeah.
I could just
He
picture
said
him.
he said he wished he had done that in his first term. And that's what it
Here's
is.
a sketch for SNL. Just have him talking to the mirror.
Yeah. Have 47 talking to 45. That's what you do. All right. Well, you weren't with us on Monday, but did you watch the Oscars?
Did you miss me?
I always miss you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was such a needy thing to say.
Yes.
Did you miss me?
I didn't get texts from you. Normally I do.
About the Oscars?
About any show that you're not on. I usually get texts from you complaining about what we're talking about.
Oh, I see. I was watching the show, in fact.
Yeah. Did you watch the Oscars?
I don't remember it. I watched the Oscars from beginning to end.
Oh, you did?
Here's my gripe.
Let's hear it.
And I thought some of it was funny. I thought Conan was very funny.
I like Conan a lot.
I love him. He's a great comedian. Any comedian that can do that is in my book. They gave a big thing about Robert Redford, who deserves it.
Yes.
I mean, Barbra Streisand comes out and sings even the whole bit.
Yeah.
I need to see that Jane Fonda was annoyed with that because she said she's been in 5 movies with Robert Redford. Barbara was only in 1 movie.
Sure.
But you know what? I love Jane Fonda and I love Barbra Streisand. But all of Jane Fonda's movies did not add up to the one that he did with Barbara.
That's the one for you? Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah.
I mean, Jane's were good, but The Way We Were was a spectacular film.
Mm-hmm. It was.
Okay, so why not give a big tribute to one of the great American actors who'd passed away? Who is that person?
Well, Diane Keaton, I thought you would say. But
No, they did. They
her.
did something on that.
Who are you thinking?
Robert Duvall.
Oh, that's right.
Robert Duvall.
That's right.
Come on.
Maybe they'll do it next year.
It's too late. The guy died this year.
Yeah, no, it's a great question. I mean, there were so many iconic people that died.
Yeah, but not like him. Come on.
No, Robert
If
Duvall.
you're going to do actors,
Right.
I mean, they put him in the
They put him in the memoriam. Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, there were others. It's hard because, Rob Reiner, I think, deserved what he got also.
Reiner, and he got
Diane and Catherine O'Hara. But you're right. Catherine O'Hara and Robert Duvall, I mean, are on the same
Where was
tier.
Robert De Niro or Pacino to come up there and talk, or Coppola to talk about Robert Duvall?
Yeah.
I found that very disappointing.
That's a good point.
And negligent.
Yeah. All right. Well, we should do this next year. I think you should host and I'll produce and we'll get it going.
Okay.
That'll be good. You'll have to watch all the movies. That's the only thing.
The other thing I want them to do next year with the Oscars, and I've been thinking of this year after year after year, do a retrospective on people over the many, many decades who have accepted Oscars. I want to see Cary Grant up there, although he never got one, even though he was brilliant. Ingrid Bergman. I want to see Betty Davis.
They're coming up on the 100th Oscars, and I guarantee you they'll do it.
Okay, good.
That's when they'll do it, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so as always, the Oscars was political. Some people felt it was too political. Some people felt it was not political enough.
I thought it was out there, frankly. When he did that joke about pedophilia, or whatever the line was.
Yeah.
I said, whoa.
Yeah.
That was very ballsy.
It was.
Yeah.
Many stars spoke out about the Trump administration's actions, though they didn't really mention him by name.
Well, they're like Whoopi.
Yeah, they were.
You know who.
Do you think it was effective what they did?
The few points that they made, I thought, were right on the money.
Right.
There was one guy who talked about, thinking about the children of the world.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, we're sitting here and this country has bombed a school and killed a bunch of children.
There's a lot of...
And so that had a lot of weight, what he was saying.
Yeah.
And
there were a few other people just talking about the darkness
Kimmel.
we're in. Well, Kimmel was hysterical.
Kimmel
as always.
He's got some guts, that boy.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, what are they going to do to him now that they haven't done already?
Nothing.
My goodness.
Nothing. It's true.
Yeah. All right. Well, yesterday on the show, you said you used to come to the city on St. Patrick's Day
To pick up
Irish boys. That made me laugh.
That was the day that, like, me and my girlfriends.
Oh, that was real. You really
my
did this.
girlfriends and I should say, because
Sure.
now I'm an adult. Would come in and we'd go to some of the bars, and they were always, Irish boys are so cute.
Really?
I always found them very cute.
I knew you liked Jewish boys. I didn't know you liked Irish boys.
I like Jewish boys and Irish boys, but I only marry Jewish boys.
Yes, okay. Irish boys are more for dates.
I mean, I've had a couple of Italian boyfriends.
Yes.
But those never worked out.
No. The generally speaking, St. Patrick's Day, not a big Italian celebration for us Italians.
Not really.
No.
I mean, it's not exact. No, Columbus Day was the Italian day,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
They had a parade for him.
Yeah.
Do they still do the Columbus?
They still do the parade in New York, yeah.
They do.
Yeah, it's controversial.
But the St. Patrick's Day, you knew that they were. But by the end of the day, everybody was bombed.
Yes.
So what was the point?
Well, now I realize why you're not feeling well. You were out at the bars last night trolling for men.
Oh, my God. God, no.
We had a conversation in the production meeting the other day, and Enza, who we both know, called me out for not being full-blooded Italian because I identify as Italian, but she said you're only half. I don't get
your
credit for that.
father's Italian.
My father is full-blooded Italian.
What's your mother?
She's a lot of different things.
Oh, yeah? What?
I'm a quarter Jewish, and she's a little Swedish, there's a little tiny bit of England in there for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but no Irish. My daughters are redheads. So
that's Irish.
I guess it is. Heather refuses to get any like of that ancestry.
Why not?
I don't know. She doesn't want to know. I don't know what that is.
My grandson either. I said, I have an ancestry kit someone gave me. I was going to give it to him.
Right.
Nah, I don't care.
Well, he knows because everything you are is in him, but it's a quarter of him.
Yeah.
But
he should know about his grandfather on his mother's side.
Yeah. I don't know. Heather's got the dark secrets, I think. We'll have to find out.
What was I'm going to do ancestry, I think, because I want to know if I'm related to anybody.
Well, you were on you were on Finding Their Roots. That should have told you.
They didn't tell me I was related to anybody.
No?
No.
Not like Sarah Haynes related to
She was crying.
John Adams.
I asked her, why were you crying when you found out that you were related to some presidents?
Yeah.
Why?
It profoundly touched her.
She said that her mother, it reminded her of her mother,
Mm-hmm.
that her mother didn't think she was like anybody or something,
Right.
and then to get that kind of news,
Yeah.
you cry for the old self that thought you were nobody.
So okay, that's deep actually. I understand
That's my
that.
analysis.
I like it.
Yeah.
And so when you want to Finding Your Roots, you're not related to anybody famous. You're the most.
Listen.
Yeah.
There's a guy, the mayor of Calabria has
Yes.
my maiden name.
Okay.
And a senator in Rome has my maiden name.
Okay.
And it is not a typical name, Occhiuto.
Occhiuto, no.
Occhiuto, Occhiuto.
Okay. So
Occhi, eyes.
yeah. All right, I like it.
In school, they used to call me also Josephine Aknitz.
Yeah.
Or they thought I was Japanese.
All right, well, there you go. I have, what do you go? I've told you this before. I'm descended supposedly from Lizzie Borden.
Oh, that's right.
Also Henry Clay, which is not a bad one.
Oh.
And I'm related to Burt Bacharach.
Maybe they can't find mine because they're from Italy.
Yeah, that could be it.
They're not American.
That could be it.
You have your mother's side is more American.
Yeah, my mother's side is where I know all this stuff. Yeah. That's right. All right, well, let's do some ancestry. We'll work on it.
I want to do ancestry in Italy.
All right.
How do I do that?
It goes through it. It's all connected, the whole world.
All right.
Yeah, it's good. My brother-in-law discovered that he had a full-blooded sister he had never met and had no idea about. His parents had passed away, and he connected with his sister.
Oh, I would love that to be true for me.
Yeah, and not only that, they're actually very close now. And,
That's nice.
She's lovely, and she's a big part of the family. So, and he's got a big extended family. It was a really wonderful story. Yeah, it's
great.
Anna
Navarro said yesterday on the show, on the weekend show, which you people will see on the weekend.
Yes.
That
you're breaking the illusion that we're here at 9:00 in the morning on Saturday.
They know.
Yes.
So she does not tell her husband about the podcast.
No,
or the weekend
that's hysterical.
Show.
Yes, I love it.
She said because she talks about him too much, so she doesn't even want him to know she does.
She doesn't want to know it exists. So he knows about the real show, and she has her own podcast. She also doesn't tell him about. It's pretty good.
Apparently, he's not following her career.
No, apparently not. Well, it's not like does Steve know about the podcast?
He knows I do it.
Only because he has to pick you up later. That's why.
Because he's not watching it.
No, of course not. Why would he? All right, going back to dating, you in the bars. We talked all day about the story of women longing for their single days. Yeah, that was a hot topic today.
I don't fantasize about that. I fantasize my whole life about being a size 4.
Okay.
That was more to the point.
Right. So there's other parts of your past you look for.
But I'll say that when I was married the first time, I did think about being single a lot, and that's why I was divorced.
You were married so young. That's why.
I was very young. When you marry so young, you know that you're missing something.
Right.
You're missing out on something.
Right. Yeah.
But now I don't at all.
I enjoy being married for the most part.
I do too.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I think it's pretty
I
good.
like that. When I was in Los Angeles for 6 months, I was, please, I was on the ledge. Mm-hmm. You don't have anybody to go out with there, so you're always alone. Mm-hmm. I don't know why it's worse there than in New York, but it is.
Yeah.
Because you can live there and never see anybody.
I was going to say, you're never alone in New York, really.
Really, no.
All right, another thing that happened in that segment is we discovered that our guest co-host, Sarah Eisen, wore a magenta wedding dress. That got a big reaction. What did you think of that?
Well, she wasn't a virgin, obviously.
Yeah, well,
but so what? Who
her.
was? A lot of people are not. But
it was very pretty. I thought she looked great. Yeah.
I would guarantee you that 50 to 70 to 90% of brides are not virgins. Certainly not nowadays.
All right, this sounds like a classic Joy Behar audience poll tomorrow.
Yeah.
How many of you were virgins on your wedding night? I think that's right up there.
That's the kind of thing I would have done in stand-up.
Yes.
But they wear white dresses.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, as my mother would go, manga pagada. They don't care.
Do you know there's a staff member, I think you know who this is, who has been compiling all of your audience polls over the years and putting them together?
I didn't know that.
Yes. You turning to the audience and asking them to raise your hand if you did this.
Oh.
They're always inappropriate or strange.
Who's been doing that?
Sam.
Good for him.
It's great.
And what is he going to do with it?
I don't know. We got an anniversary coming up. Maybe we'll put it together.
Okay, good. Can I have
raise
some
your
water?
hand
I need water. I'm choking.
Raise your hand if you had the clap. I love that. All right. We had the king of facing your fears on today, Johnny Knoxville.
Oh, yeah.
He was on today. What would you say your biggest fear is? Non-political.
My biggest fear.
All right, someone's coming in with water. Thank you, Enza.
Thank you
Full-blooded,
so much.
Full-blooded Italian, Enza.
I said we wouldn't prick fingers.
Didn't your mother used to go manga pagada? Not even a sin.
Oh, mango pecado.
Manga pagada, yeah.
She's looking down on you, too.
Her family's from a different district,
Yeah.
no doubt. Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. What's your biggest fear?
What is my biggest fear? I don't like...
I guess they don't believe in refrigeration in this building.
No, I'm sorry. We can't afford them.
Yeah.
I don't like the idea of things crawling on me. Like I don't like the idea. Like if I know...
like a woman?
Well, thank you. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I think back to when I lived in Manhattan and we had a mouse in the apartment. I didn't like the idea of knowing it was out there.
A rodent?
Yeah, that's bad.
I don't like a rodent.
Okay.
I can't even look at rodents on TV.
Yes.
Like when they show them sometimes.
Yeah.
Steve will run into the next room.
Oh, I remember when Pizza Rat was a thing. You were very upset about that. You didn't want to do that Hot Topic.
No.
Yeah. All right. So that's good.
They're not cute.
No.
They have diseases. They carry the plague, whatever.
Right. Okay. So no to mice. All right. So we've unlocked your biggest fear.
That might be it.
That was pretty good. How are you with reptiles? A snake?
I've never encountered a snake. A snake. Where are they?
You hosted a talk show for 30 years. No one's ever brought a snake on? I feel like we should have. Jack Hanna never came on with a snake?
No.
All right.
Not that I recall.
All right,
no.
we got something for you to do.
Sonny is afraid of snakes.
Sonny's afraid of snakes. Sonny's risk averse and afraid of many things.
That's true.
Yeah, which I enjoy.
Yeah.
I enjoy scaring her.
I'm not afraid of. I would rather be in a room with a lion than a rat.
All right. Comedian and actor Tim Meadows said recently, he's very funny, Tim Meadows, that his funniest friend is Adam Sandler. He said he's known him so long that they have bits they do with each other from 30 years ago. He also said that they can be themselves with each other. Who is your funniest friend and why?
I've told you this already.
Susie Essman.
No. Susie's very funny, but the funniest of all
Larry Ambrose.
Larry Ambrose.
The funniest friend you have. I didn't know that. That's pretty good.
I told you what he said to me.
Tell it again.
I'll tell you. So, like, when my mother died, we were at the funeral parlor. My mother was laid out in one room, and then there's always this little lounge. And we're talking and just smoking probably at that time. And he said to me, you're so lucky. I said, why? He said, you have a boyfriend, you have a career, and now you have a dead mother.
Very dark.
And but here's for the analysis of that.
Yes.
His mother was so bad.
Mm-hmm.
She tied him up and set the house on fire or something. I mean, really bad.
She's dead now, I'm assuming.
And of course.
Okay.
But that was why he said that, because he's so funny that he has no prisoners whatsoever.
Yes.
And Susie's like that, too.
Mm-hmm. No, I enjoy it. I mean, most of my friends are funny, to be honest with you, different ways. But I feel like you have to.
I find my friends funnier than most comedians.
That's great.
And my husband happens to be very funny, too.
Yeah.
Alan Alda, who's a friend of mine. I don't want to drop names, but he is a friend of mine.
Hawkeye.
He happens to be very funny, Hawkeye.
And I remember from MASH, he was very funny. Yeah.
He's wonderfully funny.
Yeah. I mean, who's my... David Letterman. I don't want to drop names either. But
he's funny, yeah.
Yeah. Joy Behar, very funny, of course.
One of the guards here...
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of guards. I call them my grooms because...
When you say guards, it sounds like we're in like Buckingham Palace.
Well, they're guarding. They're security
Security,
people, right?
yes.
So one of them, when I come into the building, I call them my grooms because I immediately lock arms with them and walk, and then another groom picks them up. They're so adorable and treat me like a little queen.
The queen that you are.
They know that I am a little shaky.
Yeah.
He said to me, "You have always been my favorite comedian." I said,
"Oh, how nice."
Really? I was surprised to hear that.
I mean, you're very funny. I have to say, like
but I don't do that anymore. The stand up.
At least once an episode of the show, I say into the control room because I can key into the control room. I said, "Thank God for Joy Behar."
Really?
And then another time during the show, I said, "Are you freaking kidding me, Joy Behar?" I do that at least once. Both of those things happen.
Notes. The notes.
You don't
Here's
like my
the thing
little
about
notes?
the notes.
Yes.
This is my rule because I have.
Tell me.
Now I'm a playwright.
Yes.
And I have a director, but I also give notes.
Yes, I imagine.
The note is only valuable if it's a constructive note. So to say to somebody, "You shouldn't have said that," that's useless to the person.
Don't say that again. How about that?
There's got to be a way to construct a sentence so that the person gets it, that there was something off with it.
We've worked together for 10 years. Have I ever given you a note that you said, "Oh, that was a good note. Thank you. I'm glad Brian told me this"? Not once. Not one time.
Well, I mean, you're 0 for 0.
I'm 0 for, I mean, my God. There are things. First of all, there are things that it would be a dereliction of duty for you not to reference after when I give you those notes. Sometimes I have to.
Let's practice how you could give me a note that would be palatable to me. Okay.
How that would be palatable for you.
Yeah. So you pretend that I did something wrong as if I ever do.
Yes. All right. Let's say you insulted somebody that is an upcoming guest on the show.
Okay. Good.
Let's say you did that. And I came to you and said, you really shouldn't have said that. That person's booked on Tuesday. This is a made-up story. This never happened.
No, give me a specific person.
All right, who's on? Ryan Gosling's on the show Friday. You shouldn't have made that joke about Ryan Gosling.
But I happen to love Ryan Gosling.
Who
That's
doesn't?
a bad choice. I know. He brings out the gay in you, doesn't he?
Listen, I'm straight as an arrow, but Ryan Gosling. Yeah.
Well, let's think. Who else is?
All right. For instance, here's one. You recently told Valerie Bertinelli that she only dates losers.
I did say that.
Yes.
I said to her, "Why do you date losers, Valerie?"
Yes.
What did she say back?
I don't know what she said, but all I could think of was we're insulting Eddie Van Halen, who she was married to. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, but listen, I will say, let's say hypothetically, you made a general statement about a broad group of people, like Republicans.
All right.
and you said all Republicans are the worst.
Yeah.
Let's say you said that.
Yeah.
And then I would come to you on the break and say, Joy, it's not helpful because you should talk in specifics. You shouldn't make broad generalizations about people because
Okay, now-
that's not true. You have friends that are Republicans.
Okay, now reverse roles with me. Now
Yes.
you be Joy and I'll be you.
Okay. Shut up.
No, not the comments. Say the comments.
Republicans are, they're just the worst. They're just the worst. I don't like them.
Okay, so Joy, I don't think you really believe that. I don't, because you have many people that you know who are Republicans. You yourself walked off the set when Bill O'Reilly painted Muslims with a wide swath like that. So I'm surprised that you would even say that.
What do you know? I've been here 30 years. You've been here for a minute and a half.
That's
I know
true.
what I'm talking about.
That's true.
And no one's ever had a problem with me on this show, so just get out of my face.
Okay, well, before I respond to that, let me say that happens to be true.
Yes.
You have been here longer than I have, and you do know more than I do. But I am watching you, and you are not watching yourself. And what I'm saying to you can help you. You don't want to just say an entire group of people is anything, because I don't believe that you believe that. And I know that you're a real person and that you're authentic, and you wouldn't want people to think that you believed all of anything.
People
is
know
one
what I'm
way.
saying. They know who I am. I'm a comedian. I'm being funny. That's what you pay me to do, okay?
Well, okay, but sometimes that's the particular instance you weren't being funny.
Oh, really?
You weren't even trying to be funny.
You're going to tell me what's funny?
Well, I worked for Letterman. You're an actual comedian, so I defer to you.
Yes. Well, why don't you defer to me and go back to your little podium? Scene. Where's the lie?
Who won that one? I won that one. I did. She can't say it because she's scared of you.
She's
But
scared of
I'm
you. No
not.
one's scared of me. Everyone's scared of you. You need to be scared of me.
She's not scared of me.
All right.
Summer?
Anyway.
Get out of here.
All right. You see my point.
No, I think what I said to you was...
You think, wait, what you said to me, if I said to you, you
The
would
way
have been like,
that- the
oh,
way-
Brian, you had a great point.
the
I'll
way
try
that
harder
I
next
did
time.
it, way that I did
Yes.
it was to, in a way, compliment you.
I do that to you,
You don't.
all the time.
You don't.
I do that.
No. You just say, you shouldn't have said it like that. And it is useless to me.
And then I come and say how funny you are
I know,
and
but
how great your hair looks. And
That's separate.
yes, okay. All right.
I'm trying to teach you the art of notes.
I'll work on it. Thank you.
All right.
Here we go.
Next.
All right, here's a Huffington Post story that I thought was fun for you. It's titled, Are You Venting or Complaining?
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Therapists say the difference matters. Therapists say complaining carries more negative connotation without resolutions and focuses on the blame. Venting is more about talking through something with a friend. How do you handle friends that complain too much?
I don't have...
You're the complainer.
I
Yeah.
complain more than my
Do you
friends.
complain or do you vent?
Both.
Yeah.
I believe in venting. That's why I don't have heart disease.
Yeah. I think you vent more than complain because a lot of the things you complain about I just ignore and they go away and you never bring them up again.
What do I complain about?
The topics and this.
Like the refrigerator conks out.
Yeah.
The television is out or wasn't
The water
work.
isn't
The water
refrigerated.
is
Yeah.
warm.
Yeah.
Those are complaints.
Yes.
But I can't do this job because I feel like the topics are too hard now. I did not get a doctorate in poli-sci.
No.
That's a vent.
Yes, that's a vent because you'll get over that.
Well, I can say it. It doesn't mean anything's going to be done about
No,
it.
but that's what you say before you stop and think about what you're actually going to talk about, and then you have something and you feel fine.
I know. As soon as I get on the air, I come up with something. You know why that just works for me? Because I'm listening to what other people are saying, believe
Right.
it or not.
Yes, no, I know you are. It's one of
I
your best
respond.
qualities.
Yeah, I
Yes.
respond to what they're
You
saying.
are conversational.
Yeah, I am.
Yes, you are for sure.
And I'm a jabber. My husband always says you're a jabber.
Yes.
I'll get in and get out.
I
Get
like the
in
fact
and
that
get
you're a
out.
jabber. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this has been a journey, Joy. Thank you for joining me today. Tomorrow, I'll be back with Anna Navarro, where I won't have to work as hard, but I also won't have to speak. So it'll be fine.
See, she gives you a respite.
Oh, my. Well, yeah. No, I get a lot of work done in my head while she's here. It's good.
It's like sex. After a while, you start to clean your refrigerator.
Yeah. I'll see you then. Thank you.